just some small town dads living in the White Mountains.
Welcome to Small Town Dads. I'm your host, Jesse Regalado, and with me, my co-host,
Gabriel Lee Nelson. I'm back, baby.
He's back, baby.
I gotta say, that week felt like a year.
My God.
Yeah.
How are things?
It's going all right. It's been a pretty rough week, if I gotta be completely honest. I'm sure, we've talked about it. We don't know how to not crash out on Facebook. so you've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But some shit happened. My relationship is over. It came to an end.
Hit the lights. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Bring in the strippers.
This is Small Town Dads. This is Small Town Moms. Fuck that shit.
Small town broken hearts.
No.
I may or may not cry on this episode. No.
You've been listening to a lot of country lately.
Dude, it's the worst. I don't have a choice. I work in a bar and that's what they play.
Oh, that's great. And you're at the bar and then all of a sudden someone plays your guys' song and you're just sitting
Oh, yeah.
Sing.
You want your Bloody Mary spicy? There's a tear in your beer and it's mine. But
that sounds like a country song.
Yeah.
There's a tear in your beer and it's mine. Oh.
But it was a hard week. There's a lot
Getting
of
a little
things
closer
that
here.
have been said, that are being said,
Right.
Long story short, I'm not going to divulge our information here. I'm happy to speak with anyone, not to defend myself, not to bash her.
Yeah.
But it's real. Not enough people know for the hate that's going out,
Right. Well, yeah.
And yeah, like, I will be an open book. I've got no defense. I did some awful shit. She did some awful shit.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're here, Time to rebuild and time to be better.
Amen. But I know both of you guys, and you guys are both awesome. Obviously, but if I had to pick a side, I'd pick your side. Just like
Thank you. I appreciate that. I needed that W. My fucking dude.
You get me in the divorce, okay?
Yes.
So you're good. You're good.
She don't even get you weekends.
No. Fine, right? I don't know.
But one thing I did learn through all of this ugliness is, like, when we're doing something with our son and he's happy, our shit does not matter.
I seen the video on Easter and stuff.
We
I'm
were
so
together
glad that you guys got to
for Easter, and our son had such a blast, And for that like bit of time,
mm-hmm.
like, our shit didn't matter, and that was nice that we're on that same page.
Respect.
Yeah,
respect to you and your lady. Trying to figure it out. Shit can get tough. I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
So, But
But with that being said,
you know what's? It's just. Oh, go ahead. No, please go ahead.
Things are better. They're getting better.
That's good.
At least in my mental.
I kind of got worried there for a sec because I don't know if you remember, and I think I cut it out in the last episode that we were on, but I mentioned, watch us look back on this episode and realize, oh shit, we're going to be single after.
Yeah.
And then it fucking happened.
We spoke that shit into fruition.
So STDs, manifesting, materializing reality. Oh my God.
You want to manifest the end of your relationship? Come on the pod.
Oh,
we'll make you sign an NDA so
man.
you can't back out of it.
That's good. But yeah, no, on the upside, fuck yeah. Respect to you, both of you, figuring it out. I know there just some of the Facebook messages, posts that I read from you,
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't too sure what you were going to mention.
Yeah.
Because you have this platform to say you could say whatever you want, how you want. I'll keep it in,
And I don't want to use it for bad.
and that's where I'm like,
And if I do use it for bad, you got to really, really fuck me over.
It's tough to
And
not
not be the
scream
mother.
"fuck you" when you have a megaphone. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Like, as long as you're not the mother of my son, I might use this platform to fucking burn
Yeah,
you.
there you go. No, it was cool. Dave's a buddy of ours, and it's obviously he mentioned in the episode that he was on that he was going through some health stuff, and I respectfully gave him his space because I know sometimes I can be a little I can be a lot when it comes to doing something,
And see, with us, we've kind of like broken that barrier, so it's easier to
Right.
like come at it at that angle. You don't know how
Right.
someone's going to react or how touchy it is.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think you should have done it.
No.
That's what we do here.
That's what we're here. No, I meant like before I had this going.
Oh,
That there's times where we'd be hanging out.
I thought you
and-
meant like asking them tough ass health questions that he was.
Oh,
just going through
right.
now.
No. Nope. I just wanted to make sure his dick worked. That's it.
I'm happy to hear that it does.
I'm glad. Yeah. Right.
But on
yeah.
the real, you look healthy, homie.
He does. No, he's looking good, and he's got that fire back in him
Yeah.
to have a little more fun with us, and do these comedy shows and hang out more. He even talked about wanting to see Barstar do gay video game tournaments,
Gay stuff.
gay stuff.
I was thinking about that. I think that would be really cool.
Oh right, yeah.
But we'd have to do Tony Hawk too, because I will fuck some bitches up at Tony Hawk.
I mean, it's not really a competitive.
Yeah, but
I can find all the letters to skate
I
faster
can do
than
that
him.
9 million point combo.
Right? I know, and he's fucking spinning off this big ass dam. But no, he's doing good, and I'm glad to hear it. He even plugged his lady nails by
Yeah.
April. That was cool. And yeah, he unfortunately can't come with us to the comedy show.
I know
on
that
the 29th.
would have been
but-
a fun trip.
Hell yeah,
But I do
Next
think
time,
we
next
need to
time.
make it a point to get the three of us on this pod at one point.
it'd be
I
awesome.
think that will be a good ass episode.
Yeah, it was a good intro episode to Dave. You
Yeah.
know, so yeah.
And he gave off vibes like it. I mean, that it wasn't his first time doing it. There is a level of
Oh,
comfort
right.
that
No,
he
yeah.
showed up with.
No, he showed up.
Like
Yeah.
he didn't show up and just was like, mm-hmm, yep. Oh, I see that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like, short answer. That's how he acts at work. No. But no, it was fun. It was fun. And yeah, he mentioned he wants to come on with all of us and hang out, and
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
I do have one beef.
Yeah, what's that?
When you were talking about the 420 event that Green Hills threw,
Oh yeah, that one.
you said local artists and didn't even say my name. I was local artists.
I didn't
for
see
that.
you there.
No, I rapped there.
What time was that?
Oh hell, probably around like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I forget
Mm.
when it started.
Yeah, I
Smoked
went.
a lot of weed
I went
that
with
day.
a buddy of mine, and I remember being, because it was like a 2-level kind of thing. They had
Yeah.
like the shop up top. And
Oh,
they
I think
had-
we're thinking about a different event then.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, Green Hills like threw a massive tent behind the dispensary.
Oh,
You had a
yeah.
420 medicated event. You had to enter
No.
card. Okay, different places.
Yep.
Beef retracted.
Yeah. All right. Right on. Right on.
Beef pulled out. So
Woo! Safety pull out.
pull out and we're good.
So yeah, we there was a seed company, and I'd promote them, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they want me to. so-
Yeah. No, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, you know
And
what I'm
I
talking
did miss that event because I was gonna go.
Yeah, so we went to that event, and but there was no tent. Like it was behind a business.
Yeah.
Even the people that it was multiple businesses within this
Yeah, it's like an
little-
apartment building for businesses.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. And when my buddy Colin and we rolled up, there was a lot of people that we worked with at Copper State Farms that were there. Because it was just like they were even promoting it there,
Yeah.
like at the
And events like that up here don't happen all that often. So
No.
like, fuck yeah, you want to go to that.
Of course. And when we went there, yeah, there was still a lot of confusion. We got there pretty early, so you can see the people that are like, I don't know, go talk to that guy.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. So
It'd be like going to Lollapalooza and everyone's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know where you're playing.
Yeah.
Metallica.
Yeah, and when I walked in, there was when I mentioned vendors, there was like 4. There was like 4 vendors, and they were selling like tie-dye shirts.
Were
and-
people smoking freely?
Yeah,
Like, did PD fuck with you guys?
no, but again, I didn't stay there that long. We were there for maybe about an hour and a half,
Mhm.
But we went, we again, they were like, I don't know, I think it's back there. And like, okay, walked around. We almost got in for free. I remember, I think we did get in for free. I think you had to pay.
Yeah.
Like, I
Due to someone not knowing, you kind of just made it through.
yeah, well, because we were just like, at some point I asked people because they were pulling ice chests up around, and they're like, I was like, you guys need help? Like, you know,
you got in with the
and-
crew.
but they're like, no, we're good, and because we were all walking together, like,
Yeah.
is it back here, kind of thing. They were still putting up paper signs and shit,
Yeah.
you know. So we got there right when they were opening, but there was still acts in the back.
Yeah.
Like there was rappers,
See,
there
I
was,
actually think he asked me to rap at that.
but you're previously engaged. What are you gonna do?
Nah.
Right? But after that, people were smoking out back, and but there was this felt like a real stingy, at least the time frame that we were there. No one was smoking anything because they didn't want to bring out their shit.
They didn't want to share.
They didn't want to share, or they were paranoid because it felt like maybe we shouldn't be
Yeah.
smoking here.
You still go to your car to smoke.
Yeah, like it was. We smoked before we got out because we were just like, we don't know, you know,
Yeah.
and so we were dabbing in the car. It's just easier because you know you've seen the apparatuses, like they can get real sketchy when you see them in public, you know, in the
Especially
wild.
in a car with a glass nectar collector.
Yeah,
and a torch.
right. Yeah,
Looks way bad.
yeah. So we go back there and people are like, there's also like the seed shop up, you know,
Yeah.
the second
Is
story.
it still
So
there?
no.
Not anymore.
No. But yeah, we went up there and looked inside and it was just seeds, you know, a bunch of large variety of different genetics.
Homie does good work.
Yeah. I mean,
Real
he's
good work.
consistent for sure. And when we just stayed up there because they had like this little one area with like chairs because there wasn't a whole lot of chairs.
Yeah.
So we just were like, all right, we're just gonna park it here. Busted out the dabs, we smoked, and it was like moths to a flame. We had all these people
All the people that didn't want to
that
bust
didn't
out their
fucking
shit.
bust out their shit or didn't want to share were smoking the shit out of our shit. It was wild, man. Because I even told him at one point, I was
Yeah, we
like,
smoked out the whole function.
yeah, just us. Like, at least for that moment. Because, like, I don't know. It could have been popping later. You know,
See,
I
that's
have
very,
no idea.
That was very 420 of you, though. That's very un-420 of those people.
Yeah, it was weird. But a lot of them were also not hip to dabs.
Yeah.
So it didn't take much. Like, one. And two, they were all like, whoa, this is the future. Because he had like a Puffco Peak, you know, and it had the honey badger. And they're just like, what are these things? You know?
Are you from the future?
But yeah, they looked like a bunch of cavemen. They were just like, ooh.
Did you get fire in the sky? Did they give you this?
Right? Yep, they left. This is what we got. It was souvenirs. It
That's
was a
not
gift
all
shop.
they gave me, baby.
Did you have a good 420? I know Easter. I seen that was great, right?
I mean, I
but
didn't.
it's tough to do it. It was tough to do it.
Yeah,
This
and, like
time.
I didn't celebrate it in ways I used to. You know, I'd go around to all the homies' house,
Sure.
you know, smoke some blunts.
Get all the freebies and specials from
Yeah.
the dispos, and then
But
even the glass shops, and the head shops.
yeah, but Sam had to work, and I was with Arthur, so I mean, I would took my dabs at home. It was a normal smoking day.
Yeah, that's right. That's how kind of mine was. No. I mean, we had people over, and we had to do both. Where it was like we had all day, all morning. We had Easter with the kids.
Yeah,
And then we transitioned into like barbecue time.
420.
420. We were smoking meat. You know, because we had ribs going, we had chicken going, and then they were bringing food.
Yeah.
You know, so we had
Sounds
the
like a good
munchies
time.
covered. Yeah, Josh came by. He was there. Rhonda was there.
Did you smoke all of the ways, or did you just do dabs? Like, did you smoke?
Well, that
flower,
was the funny
dabs,
thing because
edibles?
it's like we had our dabs out, but we didn't really get to them because our buddies, we had Josh and Rhonda, we had Doug and Terry. They get the etiquette. They came up with some of those concentrate coated joints, like the little.
I smoked one of those last night.
Yep. So they had like a tube of like 5 of those.
Yeah.
You know, that held us over. Like we had a few little smoking circles in the back. You know, puffing on those little concentrate joints. You
See,
know, and
I
those-
don't necessarily
alright.
love the way we used to smoke with our homies and I guess the ritual of the smoke circle. You know, I do like
Mm.
smoking with the homies,
Mhm.
but like I'm not really into rolling blunts anymore. They hurt my lungs.
Oh,
Like not down to throw. Like we used to all pitch in to go buy a bag and then smoke the whole bag. Like I
Right.
want to get my bag and I want to take my bong snaps, get high as fuck,
yeah.
stretch
Yep.
my weed out, and like watch TV.
No, yeah. Like my grandma.
Yeah. R.I.P. Nana.
Yeah, right. No, but for real, like I get it. I like to purchase. I look at it like my medicine cabinet. I'm
And
not
it's
over
such
here splurging like I used to, but
It's
I
a
buy what
daily
I
thing
need.
now. It's like
It's in the budget.
Yeah, it is.
It's in the budget.
I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to go over to the homie's house and get baked. Like, no, I'm just baked. I've been baked, and I'm gonna stay baked.
Pretty much. So yeah, it's how do you like party on 420 without going and making it a thing? Because like I mentioned a little bit about the Earl Cup.
Yeah,
We used to do stuff like that, just big cannabis friendly festivals.
that would be a lot of fun. I've never been to one of those.
It's fun, but it's an all day thing, and honestly, my shit that I brought with me 9 times out of 10 was just as good, if not better,
Yeah.
than the shit that everyone else. Because it's like once you
Dude,
find what you like, you find what you like.
Everybody in that building said that to themselves.
That's what I mean, though. But I know a lot of those people.
I should be behind one of these
Well,
tables.
being in the industry, I knew those people behind the tables. So fortunately for me, I kind of got a pass.
Yeah.
Where it was like a fast pass at Disneyland, where I didn't have to wait in line.
Like, Jesse, come hit this.
Yeah, no, it was,
Fuck these
and I had
people.
my shit too. So it's like I would like, hey, you hit this, and we'd
Yeah.
we'd sit behind the table while they have all their assistants. Those big titty bimbos with
Handing
lab
out
coats.
dabs.
They're just like welcome. Oh yeah, God bless.
Yeah. God bless Big T. bimbos.
let's have a moment of silence real quick.
Pour one out for the big titty bimbos.
But they make great bud tenders. They
hell
make
yeah.
great bud tenders.
They make good bartenders.
Yeah, I mean, we can sell itself, but when you have someone like that selling it, oh man, I'll just buy whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you say, But there was a lot of that. They would just line up, and it was a lot of dudes that just obviously want to try to talk to this girl
Yeah.
while they're getting a hit, like a baby, because like the girl's over here cleaning it and swabbing it for them, and then they'll give them the hit, and then they can barely take it because they're not
Then they
used to like,
die.
and they're like trying to save face, like I just took a lot. It was like a little bit of smoke, the whole thing, and I got to volunteer it, and yeah, it felt like. It just felt like a weird time because I know relatives to this day that are incarcerated for cannabis.
Yeah.
So it's like, and for me to be out there helping set up and playing fucking cornhole for joints and shit, like it was so crazy. Like,
Like,
yeah.
you call your family in jail. You're like, guess what I just did?
Oh yeah, it's so that's been a fun experience getting to see the evolution of cannabis going from medical to recreational. He was the person that was mainly behind the whole event would have to go in front of the state and explain and preach their case, but
Yeah.
he always set it up to be like, no, it's just for patients, and we're just doing things for patients.
Yeah.
And I
'Cause at
remember,
this time, you had to have a medical card to get into these things.
yes, yeah.
Do they still have those big of events
Yeah,
recreationally?
now
here?
they have like the Earl Cup is still going. I think it was like 2 years ago that I was looking into possibly going again, but when I stopped going is when they transitioned to the Earl Camp. So it's not the Earl Cup, it's the Earl Camp, and
It doesn't sound as hard.
it's almost better because
Yeah.
now it's like a Country Thunder kind of thing where it's like a weekend,
Yeah.
not just one day. So you can they have multiple acts and things going on throughout the days. They have more space. You can camp. You can park RVs and shit and
Yeah.
campers. So yeah, like I guess at that point it just feels like a cannabis, Coachella.
Yeah.
You know?
That sounds amazing.
That sounds like a good time, but
Yeah.
I mean, we need babysitters. You know what I mean? We need a whole thing to do
A
that.
lot of money.
That's how I'm just saying that that's the way to go.
That's
you
why I
know.
always said I wanted to go to Burning Man, but someone's like, I think you're missing out on just how prepared you have to be to go to Burning Man.
Yeah, you either have a lot of money, a lot of drugs, which you
Somewhere
need.
solid
You
to
need the other one. Yes, and you need to not be picky.
I'm just missing the money and somewhere to sleep. I guess, and the drugs.
And the drugs. So
I saw a Facebook post that someone shared, and it was at a festival, and this guy's holding up a sign, and it says,
I know what you already said.
I
The 4
eat,
day.
I eat day 3 ass.
Day 3 ass. Yeah.
I'm like, that's my spirit animal.
Oh man. in a tent somewhere.
Oh, just
You know, just
3-day bender dancing shitty.
oh my god, I don't have.
I love it.
I'm old. I am old. I can't do that. I can do that for one day. One
Yeah.
day, and then I need to be in a stretcher out.
Like I don't think
into my bed.
I couldn't do EDC. I would dehydrate and die.
Yeah. Well, my ladies, they mentioned if we're gonna do something like that, obviously we got to set up. We had to be prepared.
Yeah.
No kids. Have them all locked down. Pets taken care of, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Everything's
Because
good.
when you're on drugs,
But-
you start worrying about that. It's also gonna make you have a bad time.
You can't. It's hard to take drugs. And anyway, not that I know of. Not that I know of. Allegedly, it's allegedly hard to take drugs and do that. But no, like if we were to go,
I've been told.
yeah, they don't want to do the general admission experience. They want fucking whatever night bungalows or like whatever
They have this romanticized
VIP.
image.
Right.
Of what they think it's gonna be like.
No, it's
But in reality, it's like Naked and Afraid.
with glow sticks.
Beer almost came out my nose.
Oh shit. Yeah, well, all this drug talk's starting to get me all into White Mountain Watch mode.
Yeah. And
You
how
wanna get it?
to end up on it.
Yeah, White Mountain Watch,
Wee
baby.
woo, wee woo.
All right. So today, what I got, let's see here. So I know the past few times we talked about the White Mountain Watch, we're always going hard. Like it's like sex offenders, someone shot their kid.
People shooting people in a parking lot.
Yeah, and if people that have never been up here, they're just like, holy shit, I don't want to go there. The whole point of moving up there, or maybe that could be a good strategy of not getting these degens from the valley to move up here. Just be like, you don't want to move up here.
Like Phoenix is sounding pretty safe right about now.
Damn right. So I got a few. There's a lot of things that we get reported up here, literally just for little shit. So a resident called at 1 p.m. to report that someone had dropped off brownies at their home.
Those motherfuckers.
That's small town, baby.
That's like snitch to the ultimate
Someone
level.
they drop off brownies at your home and you call the cops. And then the caller threw them out after their child told them that someone at school had told them the brownies were laced with laxatives.
Maybe it was a legit call.
Maybe
that person
Laxatives.
snitching to the max might have saved someone.
I mean, there's
But
more
also
to this story.
They could have wasted some perfectly good brownies.
I mean, that was what I'm saying.
Even if you shat for a while, they were probably good.
There's innocent pranks like that up here, where they're just dropping off brownies. Even if they are laced with something, they're laced with laxatives.
But what if that person has IBS as it is?
They don't have anything stuck up their ass, that's for sure.
Real laid back.
Real laid back people for fucking wasting time by calling out brownies.
That's like calling on the Girl Scouts. I mean, there's some little bitches running around here soliciting.
Yeah, I don't like the Girl Scouts.
I like their cookies.
The resident.
If you want to sponsor the pod, hit us up. Girl Scouts of America.
Hit us up, sponsor it. So there was another report. Kids running around on their dirt bikes on 5th North Street. The callers told the officers that the kids shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Oh, that's the most old person thing to say.
They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I don't know. I just think they shouldn't.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb. But those are real reports, It is. It's
big time.
Oh, I cannot wait to be that bored when I get old. Oh my god.
I can't wait till. Do you think one day you just wake up and you're like, I think they shouldn't do that?
They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
It's probably that rock and roll and rap music.
Let's get something fun here. We had go ahead. You want to go?
I got an interesting one.
Yeah.
So an officer responded to a report of 2 men sleeping in a tree in the parking lot of Walmart. And I just want you to imagine that for a second. Did they climb? Were they sprawled out? Were they laid out?
What Walmart?
Jungle
Sholo Walmart.
Yeah, this happened.
Sholo Walmart. There was 2 men sleeping in a tree.
And at the bottom of the tree is a shitload of alcohol bottles.
You know what's hilarious? Because there's not that many trees. Like, we have a lot of trees up here, but in that parking
Not in the
lot,
Walmart.
there's like 3.
Like the one I'm imagining is like right in the center, surrounded by cars.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I imagine.
Like, were they just sitting on the wall and they're like, I bet you I can climb that tree faster than you. And they both got up there and they're like, all right.
Imagine the conversation. Okay, so let's just say this, right? You had nothing going on. You're a single dude. I have nothing. I'm not done.
I'm gonna go sit and drink at the Walmart.
But it's one of those. I bet you I can climb that tree.
No, fuck you. No, you can't.
And then once you both get up there, like, I'm not gonna be coming down anytime soon. You know, because it took me a while to get up in that tree. These aren't like crazy big trees either. I just see these big men on like this little tree. Yes.
Drunk as shit.
I want to let my kids climb that tree, you know? Yeah, right? Oh my god. So this like little ass tree, 2 guys sleeping in it, like they're from Jungle Book.
Fucking Mowgli.
Oh,
Mowgli
man.
Senior.
Fucking Baloo and Mowgli.
Fucking Mowgli and Tarzan. Fuck. Apparently one of the guys
that's fun.
threatened the officer when he told him to get out of the tree.
Oh, that's
the officer's
great.
like, y'all gotta come down. He's like, fuck you, fight me, pussy. climb this tree.
Come get it.
You can't climb this tree.
We're in protest. Like, while he's shit faced. Yeah.
I'm gonna get drunk and climb a tree tonight.
That sounds like a good time.
Start asking people, like, instead of can I crash at your place, like, can I crash in your tree tonight?
They also had a disturbance at the Supercuts in Wagon Wheel, or South Mountain Road. We had a disturbance. Supercuts. Shout out Supercuts. So apparently this guy has been like harassing the employees and the people around the Supercuts for a while. and basically
that specifically.
yeah. One employee said that that the guy startled her when when he allegedly came up to her and smelled her hair. When she was on her way out to lunch. When she came back, he noticed a 20 sticking out of her front pocket, and he asked her for that 20.
So you owe me $20 for that hair sniff.
I think I got...
I heard Joe Biden looking for a haircut.
That's great. Oh my god!
Like, there's just better places there to harass people for money.
Yeah, there really is.
JCPenney, Ross, Subway. Dave might have gave him some money.
Totally, come on.
Or at least a fucking, a hot 6-inch.
I thought you were talking about a different. That's great. Yeah. Oh shit. But yeah, I mean, I think I found a new pickup move now. I'm just gonna smell your hair and ask you for $20.
Girl, I need 30.
I got one more here. So this is a fun one. At 10:19 p.m., an officer responded to a report of a fight at Rocky's Cocktail Lounge.
Ooh.
According to the police, this guy of Sholo allegedly became upset when he was asked to leave the business, right?
That happens when you ask people to leave a bar.
It happens, right? And then he allegedly punched the 2 owners of the business
What the fuck?
in the face.
No way.
And threw a pitcher of beer.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he got, like, suspicion of 3 counts of assault and disorderly conduct.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Well, it's like, I mean... yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
Sir, this is Rocky's, not Rock You.
Oh, that sounds like a rocky night.
Yes. Don't punch people in bars. If you get cut off,
Don't fight in bars.
Grown up.
Don't fight in bars.
I'm not even that drunk.
Yeah.
I don't drink water.
Go out in the parking lot and do it.
Right.
You know?
I tell people, I'm like, not in fucking here. Take that shit to the JCPenney parking lot.
Take it out. Take it out there. The
Take it to a different part.
Take it apart. Yeah.
I don't need them coming to talk to me.
No.
I've said that before in a fight. Like, don't make me call the fucking cops. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, cops. We back to blue here on Small Town Dads. Don't, you guys are.
Speak for yourself.
If you guys want to sponsor the pod,
Cholo PD.
we're just going to start selling everybody off. I don't care who you are.
Sponsored by Cholo PD.
Come
Do
get a
not
piece.
give them money if they call you about warrants.
Oh, my God. That's the White Mountain Watch. Oh.
So, let's talk about Kanye.
Oh, some off-mountain topics.
So,
Kanye West.
Just as we thought he was crashing.
Did you hear about this guy?
You hear about what
Kanye,
newest Kanye beef? Any of the Kanye shit?
Oh, man.
Well,
I had the tweet while you're talking about it.
Yeah, well, first he came out and was like pretty much condoning Adolf Hitler, the KKK, like took everything off his website and posted one shirt with a swastika on it.
Yeah, he's a Nazi.
And like he's crashing out big time, saying all kinds of crazy shit online. And he just said this.
Yeah, he had this whole thing, but this song is called Cousins, about my cousin.
No shit.
That's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw.
Oh.
So he acted out with his cousin what they saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Yi, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14.
Sweet. Tale as old as time. I am never crashing out on Facebook again because that just taught me that some things are better left unsaid.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. This album better be good. This album better be really good.
No. It's just audio recordings of his psychiatry talk, you know what I mean? Like, this is wild. Yeah. It's,
do you think when he busts a nut, he goes, easy, easy, easy?
Oh, man. Wild times.
I just can't. When I read that, like, I even, like, gasped, because not a lot of things he says shocks me anymore.
I'm still kind of desensitized.
That
because
was fucking shocking.
Like, okay. Yeah, like, you know, and now I kind of feel like your cousin's cooler because you're sucking his dick. You know, I'd rather hear what kind of music he's got.
He out here getting some head.
He killed a pregnant woman. He's getting head, killing pregnant chicks. I mean, he might have. That might be some fucking dude. That might be the best combination for the perfect cult leader and rapper. You know, it's wild.
We got another weird thing happening off mountain.
What's that? What you got? Hit me with it.
Sperm races.
Good transition.
Yeah. Speaking of sucking your cousin's
dick.
That's what they called their fun time.
Oh my God, that is great.
No, but did this already happen? What's today's date? Oh, this is
Right,
happening
23rd.
2 days from now.
Okay.
On April 25th, Los Angeles will be hosting the inaugural sperm race at the Hollywood Palladium. They will have sperm samples from USC and UCLA students to compete on a 20-centimeter track designed to mimic the female reproduction system.
Ooh. Yeah, you could have.
This event features live commentary.
My buddy's got a baseball team for kids. He could have done this. You're right.
Did you?
Sorry.
Get a gold medalist sperm racer. But my big thing is, where the fuck do I sign up?
Right.
Because what I see when they say it's designed to mimic the female reproduction system,
So
like these guys are just fucking a pocket pussy.
Yeah. That's it.
But you can bet on it
In a circle. So we're all facing each other. Oh, I'm in. You know what? Let's take this to the next step up. Fuck
Go
the
boys,
schools.
go boys, go boys.
You know, fuck the schools. Let's do race.
Race.
I want to do like we get a man from every race, from every.
See who's truly superior.
See who's really's got the superior.
Man, it took us a long time
superior
to find
sperm. I want that as a band name.
We are superior sperm.
1, 2, 3.
And we just sound like Mumford and Sons.
They're all blanks. They're all blanks. Oh man!
I want to bet on it because you can bet and win money on it.
Right.
And the instant replays, like, how long is this going to take?
Ooh, you can
like,
bet money on
the Daytona
these
500
kids'
sperm
jizz.
races. Yeah, you can bet on who's gonna.
Man,
on who's
America.
swimmers.
Oh, what kind of tariffs do we got on that?
Like
Come on.
300%.
Oh shit! Oh, what a world!
But like, there's even a logo, like USC versus.
There's a
UCLA.
logo. Of course, there's a logo. Oh, they have a website.
It's a screenshot I forgot.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just a bunch of little sperm
Yeah, you got it. Nice.
rolling up to the school logos.
They're on to something.
I want to be a mascot.
Okay, so is that a
little-
penis or a ball sack or
No,
just like
I
one
think
sperm?
It's a sperm.
Just a sperm?
Yeah, and I do the worm all day.
Yeah, I would be.
I mean, you could be a ball
No,
sack.
I want my feet to be the ball sacks, right? And then I'm the dick, and then my hands are the sperm, so I can like move them around and go like. Woo!
Give a light show.
Yeah. I think that'd be more fun. Have like sperm arms.
So, starting tomorrow, I do begin my professional
Your training? Yeah,
for
right
racing.
on.
I'm gonna wake up.
Is this your jersey?
Yeah. I'm gonna wake up and chug a raw egg.
Yeah, and pineapple.
Yeah.
Just cause.
That's for me.
Yeah, that's for you. Just in case.
They can't
you
race
never
if they
know.
don't taste good.
Yeah, come on. Oh, this is that is hilarious.
I'm just running up some rocky stairs in a
Man.
banana hammock.
Oh, that's great. You know, speaking of boy sperm, the Pope died. The Pope.
Holy shit. The best segue of all time.
I was not ready for that.
Skiddios.
Kanye boy sperm Pope die.
Oh.
How long was he the Pope?
Uh,
Because growing up, I used to like keep up.
long
with
enough, baby. No, I mean, I feel like Pope Francis is
Not as long as some of the.
he
others,
hasn't
I
been
feel
as
like.
long. I mean, I remember him making big waves though, because he was like super like
He supported the gay community,
sport gays.
which was the Catholics did
Yeah.
not like that.
I mean, he had to handle a lot of shit that was happening behind closed doors before he took the chair.
Before
You
he
know,
went behind.
So
those
he had to play
doors.
cleanup crew, literally and
Yeah.
figuratively.
Went in there with a black light.
Yeah, black light. Oh. He's against the war. He was against Trump. I remember him coming on, like, you know, so there's a lot of moments that he was more of those, like, outspoken popes that I feel like does kind of highlight, you know, the way society was turning into,
Yeah.
you know, but
I don't.
he
I think
is
I think
gonna
he-
be, like, the last of his kind.
I think
Man.
he wasn't delusional.
Oh, right. He,
You know.
whatever, say what you want, Jesse, about the Pope. Say what you want about him, but I will say, like, I do believe it's just going to get worse.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think he was definitely that upbeat in this rocky road idea game that
We are gonna drop through this
come on.
floor straight to fucking hell.
Man, yeah, we're gonna get smite during this episode.
Lightning's gonna strike twice in the same
Oh
spot from
my
your roof.
god! Just comedy, folks. This is a comedy podcast. All right, we're dumb. We say dumb shit.
You're dumb.
Um,
I'm fucking brilliant. I'm a genius.
don't take your anger out on me.
When I was 14.
So that's some good off-mountain topics.
Yeah.
No, I do want to say one thing. I didn't get to dive into it much, but how'd you feel about the ladies' trip to space?
That was fucking retarded.
Thank you. No, it just man,
Just the fact that it was.
it is.
Was
what it
Katy
is.
Perry the only celebrity? Were any of them actually astronauts?
No, there's like there's a deeper story behind like why they were doing it. You know,
To raise money for.
yeah. There was and again, I don't have everything, and I know I have all this tech shit. I could look it up, but that's just to save time. No, there was a woman that was trying to be not trying. She was working and honestly on the road to become an astronaut.
Yeah.
Gets sexually assaulted by people. You know,
By astronauts.
that's what dudes do. You know, and I'm not saying that lightly. It's just like I know. There's a
classic dude.
classic man. You know.
Oh, you.
And boys will be boys. You know, no, but like it was one of those classic stories of like either being in the military or being in like a heavily male dominant profession, and there's always bad apples. And this fucking there was a moment where she was trying to bring this into light,
Yeah.
and it got snuffed out. Didn't end becoming an astronaut, and then they were trying to do this like in her honor of
Almost
like
like
an all-female thing. And from my understanding, Katy Perry kind of just like jumped on that ride.
Yeah.
Was like, ooh,
Do you think she kissed a girl in space?
and she liked it.
Like, I would have been more for it if they went up, like, if they spent all this
Shot a
money
porn?
to go up and shot a porn. 100%.
You know, there's a company out there planning that trip already, baby.
Space sex.
They have to have space sex. Coin it.
Imagine the floating 69, how magical
Oh
that
my
would
god!
be.
Well, so I watched The Expanse. It's a great Amazon Prime show, and there is the first episode. They had this couple fucking in sex, and
Sex.
sex and fucking and sex.
They were
fuck
doing
sex.
sex fucking.
No,
Told
so
you not to
they're
fuck with that
fucking
AI,
in
man.
space, and it didn't look good.
No.
Because like you're floating around, and it's like you guys are just hugging each other, and you're just kind of like, you know, gravity. Yeah. I mean, especially if you got a big woman, that gravity helps. But it's a good.
Your dick just keeps floating out of her.
Yeah, come on,
That whore.
you gotta put on your sex belt. You already know this.
Have you been doing your space kegels?
Oh. So yeah, well,
You couldn't do a facial.
oh my god.
You couldn't do a back shot.
No, it'd go everywhere. You know, everything would be everywhere all at once. That's a good movie.
That's what that's about?
That's what that's about. Yeah, you haven't seen it? Yeah. Woo. Speaking of sperm, like, just in space.
It's magical.
But no, let's it is what it is. Like I don't want to take away just because these bitches think they're cool because they took a 10-minute trip.
I mean, that is pretty fucking cool. I would like to take that trip.
No, cool shit happens when you're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's just, I don't care, you know. I look at it like I think it's cool for humanity where we're at, where space tourism is a thing.
Yeah.
And that's what we're getting to.
Like,
I don't
imagine-
think it's as crazy as they like to try to make us believe that it is.
Yeah.
Especially when Bezos walked up with that fucking key at the end for the pod and we all seen the fucking door open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, no, like this shit is as easy as flying like a plane and you guys are just trying to make it seem still sci-fi.
Like, it's about
you
to
know,
be
it's
like
all about the illusion.
It's
you
going to
know?
be Futurama. We'll take a little rocket up to the end of the atmosphere, eat at a steakhouse, and fly back down.
That's it. Yeah. And kiss the ground.
Yeah.
It's just, it's crazy. Yeah. But for them to try to make it like, just, what was it? Just weeks before that, there was astronauts that were up there, male and female, for
They were
10 months. We talked about it. They're
Yeah.
stuck. You know,
What
and
did
they
they
go
do
up for
this in
10
a day?
minutes, and they're just like, they want to be at the same level.
Yeah.
No. Like, it was, and it's something similar to like when I was in magic, when I was doing magic. What point do you call yourself a magician? You know, same thing for comedy. It was like, it wasn't until I was making those trips and I started getting paid to do the shows where I was like, okay, you know, like I'll call myself a comedian, but I still don't feel like someone that's been doing it
Like as
for
opposed to someone
30
who
years.
does comedy.
Yeah, and it's like, and they're up there in comedy, like, comedy all the time.
I felt like a rapper finally and the most when my first song was legit and copyrighted.
Oh, there you go.
Like once that happened, I was like, oh, I fucking did this.
Then you're doing it.
Yeah.
But for them to just take a trip, like that's no, that.
I let other people call me a comedian.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I always say
I won't call you
I do comedy. Yeah, but those who don't know.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's true.
Call me. Say it again.
Say it again, bitch. They did. They took a really expensive, cool ride, because and they were trying to make it a bigger deal than what it was.
Yeah, I mean, Dude Perfect did it like a couple years ago.
I mean, I think Bezos just wanted a little bit of time to himself. He's like, God, this bitch is getting my fucking nerves. I'm gonna send her to space.
How long was the ordeal? So like they
like
take
10
off,
minutes.
Like legit. They
like the whole thing. I think they were only in for like 3 minutes or whatever it was. Like, and like actually like, woo, look, I got a flower, and shit. Like it was just. I think that's what.
This didn't fix my problems.
No, exactly.
I'm still not an astronaut.
Oh my god. But yeah, and
drinking an NA beer.
Oh no, I'm not discrediting it. All right, like it was a cool trip. It's a cool trip, and it's cool they were able to do that. But
it's stupid. It was such.
Don't try to make it a big deal. Like no, like traveling to space should be a big deal. Flying in planes shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucking. It's all part of adding wide. It's all justifying the price.
Yeah, well,
we need to make it this expensive because we need to keep making it. Where not everyone can do it. Fuck you guys.
Those people who can afford to do that are the same people that have a ticket to the apocalypse ship. You know?
That's probably a write-off. It's probably if we make it if we bring a bunch of bitches on a plane, But I do love the memes that are coming out of it. Yeah, as a fucking write-off. That's it. Because you gotta do public things like that to be like, oh, this is what we're doing, and this, to write off. Yeah,
like Amazon was under budget and they weren't trying to get it cut.
They're just sending us package up there. Yeah. Someone at the International Space Station needed their Amazon package because they were fucking up there, like, 2-day shipping, yeah.
You on a roll?
Let's roll. Run it. You first. I like your.
I don't have no one to ask to pull on it anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Gay.
It is. It's gay. You don't know how accurate you are.
Oh my god.
All right, number 12.
Number 12. Past or future. It's pretty vague, but
Yeah. Let's go. Well, according to
the rapper,
Molly Percocet. Molly Percocet. I'm gonna change my rap name to Past.
To Past?
Yeah.
I like that.
Moonshine. Cowboy cough syrup. Moonshine.
That's hip hop.
Hip hop.
That's hip hop. That's already done, bro. To get off.
That's Shabuzi.
That's a nice Shabuzi impression, bro. That is great. You know what's funny? Just on a Shabuzi note, because this guy, I remember when Shabuzi just hit like the bars, because I was in the bars every fucking week at that point, and I heard the whiskey song, right?
Shut the fuck up.
And that's him behind the bar. Shut the fuck! Who played this shit? Like he's so mad.
It's the 5th time I've heard this today.
He's so mad. and then I have it in my
listen to the hip hop song.
I have it in my
derived from a hip hop song. It doesn't say pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
It's great. I had it playing for him when he went up on the comedy show. And he was just like, really?
Really that fucking
song? at his bar. Like it was just fun.
If you ever play Tennessee Whiskey or Save Me when I'm walking up, I'm gonna quit the show and break your
Hell
equipment.
yeah, that'll be good for the show.
Talk about songs I fucking hate because I hear them so
Flip
much.
it. Oh man!
If I hear "Can't Go Wrong with Johnny Cash" one more time,
oh my god,
I'm gonna lose it.
Hey, there's some people that are just annoying that are fucking dropping the same song,
Playing Tennessee Whiskey for the ninth
Playing
time
to-
that day.
or playing Shabuzi.
Honestly, I would take Shabuzi over Tennessee Whiskey.
Or I used to do this as a prank. Not a prank. I would when I left, I would play like
Baby Shark.
the tiptoe through the tulips.
Oh yeah.
In the garden. Woo! The whole song.
Tiptoe
Through the tulips in the garden. I would play that song. Right when I was leaving, I would just be like, all right. Yeah, and everyone's like, fuck.
A lot of people play like Baby Shark remotely just to fuck with me.
I know Dylan does it to like Mark, where like people will stop playing, or when his song goes on, then he's like, all right, I'm gonna turn the jukebox off and play my shit.
Dude, they get so pissed. But no, he plays the rest of the cue from the jukebox before he gets into DJing. And if at that point you get a better sound, you get more thumpage.
But I had a remote, so I can like skip songs, I can add songs. Like it was one of those. Like it was. Do you guys have a remote there?
I do have a remote, and I can skip, but I will not if someone paid for it.
Gotcha.
I'm like, no, they paid for it,
I
just
wouldn't
like you're
fucking
allowed
care.
to pay for it.
I was like, who are you gonna complain to?
Do you know? Yeah, right.
Who are you gonna call? They didn't play my song.
Do you know how much blame I get from customers when they don't like the fucking music playing?
I'm deaf. It's not playing my song.
Oh, dude. Imagine the people who sign at concerts. Like in deaf people at concerts, and that whole fiasco where the sign language people were frauds.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine being deaf at a concert, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
And they're just up there.
Like, they're not saying shit. This song sucks.
Tell me if you know ASL. Let me know what I just said. I didn't want to offend you.
You probably. Oh, dude, you just offended an entire group of people.
I'm landing a Delta airline plane right now, baby.
with some Skrillex on your AirPods.
Exactly. Oh shit. Okay, well then we nailed past. So I'm gonna roll. Hell yeah,
5.
Cheers. I mean, I'm 5 on it. Work in school. Well, I don't work, so that's been cool.
Yeah, I dropped out of school.
I dropped out of school too.
Not high school, college.
Oh, no, I dropped out of grade school.
The white side kept me. The white side kept me coasting.
I said, "Fuck second grade, bitch."
You said, "Fuck writing letters on this stupid ass line
Fuck
page."
this.
Fuck your cursive. Sure, you
I think my goal for next year is to get on to be on the White Mountain Watch. I want.
That is not my goal.
But for something like that, you know, like we found Jesse behind the Dollar General, just tripping and dancing. You know, just
saw Jesse and Taco Bell sniffing hair for a cheesy roll up,
asking people for $20. Come on, we can do it. Let's just do it.
I call steel and copper out of light posts.
Oh god. Oh.
I call shooting a man in the parking lot.
That guy, yeah, we had a guy in the Pine Top, what was it? Pine Top Walmart or Safeway?
He was in Snowflake.
Oh, Snowflake. Someone got shot.
Out of bashes.
Oh, man, that was great.
And the guy called the cops on himself. Remember?
Yeah, well, no, it was a great time because he like shot the person and then it was just like, oh, fuck. And then he called the cops on himself. The other guy that got shot left the scene.
Drove to a different place.
To call the cop. Like, he just tried to get away from this guy. It was, I was like, those are responsible gun owners, and like, that's
think
America.
We should make
That's America.
We should make skits reenacting the White Mountain Watch.
Ooh,
stories.
that would be fun. When we start getting a Patreon or something, we can
Go
put
to
some
Walmart,
production
sleep-
value.
Sleep in the
Or
tree.
you just want to take a, you just want to get fucked up and sleep in a tree at Walmart.
I want to see if I can still climb a tree.
One like, give him one like on this episode.
One like, and
And
I'll
we'll
get
do-
plastered and climb a tree. Actually, I'll take a contrite look.
That's great.
You don't even have to like it.
Well, I'm gonna pass work.
Yeah,
No, so like work for like, I have, it's funny because like when I first moved up here, work was not a problem because even when I had a full-time job at Copper State Farms, you know,
you came up here though with experience in a brand new industry.
I moved up here because of that. Like it was like
Oh,
I
okay.
got the job before I left,
Yeah.
you know, the valley, and it was one of those like one of my wives, she grew up here, she went to high school here, and we come up here for like the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, 4th of July, baby, Halloween and stuff like it was always fun, you know. And once I seen a position open when I was looking, you know, there was a QA position, and I was like, why not? Like,
Yeah.
let's just see, let's see.
What did-
And at the time, there were the nation's largest indoor grow facility.
I didn't know that.
They
That's
only
cool.
used like half of it.
Yeah.
If that, like, it's just square footage. I was like, oh, this is a big ass. You could, you
be
could.
really shitting it out.
Yeah, and it was a tomato farm prior, you know. Yeah. I remember my grandma growing tomatoes. There was never any tomatoes. You know, it was just one of those things. It was just, of course, it's gonna work. Of
Yeah.
course, it's gonna work. This place is built to grow weed. You know, like it's grown anything like it. You know,
Yeah.
and but yeah, it was awesome getting to work there because of the people that I met. But I was already kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know, at that point, as far as work is concerned,
Yeah.
because I've been working in the cannabis industry at that point like 8 years. You know, and I've gone through every department from trimming to bud tending, you know,
Trimming all day would suck.
to prepping to growing to, you know, to being at the end quality assurance checking it.
Yeah.
And what was crazy was it was almost like reality was telling me to get out of it because I was begging my managers for like just a dollar raise for the work that I was already doing.
Yeah.
That was all I needed to continue working because I would be the breadwinner over one of my partners.
They could have saved you for $1.
Yeah, and for them, we can't. Like for them to be like,
Well, fuck you.
sorry, I was just like,
Well, then
okay,
I can't either.
then I'm quitting. Like you don't understand. Like
Like, this is $1 billion industry
I'm
we're
not-
talking about.
and I wasn't bluffing. It was just one of those, like, I was in this position where it's like, it would make no sense to try to pay for daycare,
Yeah.
you know, for child care, you know, with the wages that we were all having just moving up here,
Yeah.
you know, and I was there for a year exactly. The day that I started, it
The
was
day you quit.
ironic, was a year later, the day that I quit. Like, it was pretty, it was one of those, like, and everything was just happening to the point where, like, my upper up, he quit, like, or got whatever, he was no longer in the position, and he was already kind of grooming me for that position, so I was already doing the
He's
work,
Diddying you.
and then he was just, yeah, of course, yeah, you man, I'm Bieber, I'm Bieber in this situation, and
Oh.
if I was
Baby,
your boyfriend,
baby,
is that what the song?
baby.
No, there we go. That's the one. Yeah, text him. I'm texting Diddy. So yeah, I keep kicking this camera.
Don't do that.
Ooh, foot job the cam right there. Ooh, yeah, there we go.
You could sell those pics.
Oh, I can make money off my feet.
Yeah. I've been working since I was 15. But
I didn't finish my story,
Oh,
dick.
my bad.
Carry on. Anyway, I remember applying for the position above me while having the conversation with my partners because they were both working. Because I'm not that kind of guy. It's like, you fucking stay home. You know, I can bust my ass. I've been working my whole life.
Kind of guy. It's like, you go to work, I'm staying here.
I'm the kind of guy that's like, bitch, make that money.
You definitely got a wife beater under that shirt.
So no, I was just like straight up. Okay, yeah, obviously this makes sense. Whatever it's more cost effective for us to continuously live up here and make it reasonable because jobs are tight. Jobs are tight up here, and everything kind of just worked out for the way it was. Even when my kid's mom, when she wanted to get back into the workforce after being a mom, you know, that's a tough thing to get back into. But she wanted to continue doing cannabis, and up here there's not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot of options.
But I was there when the On Point Laboratories opened up in Snowflake. The whole process of that for opening and closing, like it was just, but that she got to take full advantage of it.
Yeah.
You know, because fortunately I was able to get her in the door, and then she ran with it.
Yeah.
Which was one of those like, and she was making more money than me in half the time that I was working doing what I was doing.
Oof.
You know, because she's white.
It'd be like that.
It was good to be a white woman at that time. I'm telling you.
I'm about to become a white woman.
Yeah, I'm about to become a white woman. Yeah, we can get some. Let's get some big titties.
I don't even need implants.
No, you don't.
I got the man tits.
Oh, it's great.
But I would get implants because I want some fucking knockers.
You know, that's like the one thing that I can understand as far as trans men or they become women, because it's like having your own tits must be nice. You know, because I mean they're just freaks. I think they're just like, because like, yeah, I love titties, and sometimes those titties come on a person that's a psycho.
Yeah.
And those are booby traps.
You
those are booby traps.
You can add titties to a non-psycho.
But if you added titties to yourself,
you wouldn't need the psychos.
Oh man!
Fucking toxic feminine masculinity.
YOLO.
You're touching your titties.
Come on, you wouldn't want to grab a titty.
I would grab
while
titties.
Yeah, come on, that'd be amazing.
Wait,
cheers.
Gay?
Yeah.
Like you could get titties and still bang chicks. That's not gay.
Yeah, no, I've seen your search history. I get you.
Incognito is bullshit.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo, you want to sponsor the podcast?
Help Jesse.
NordVPN.
He does not need to see what I'm searching. He will use it against me.
Oh man, Blue Chew, whoever wants.
Blue Chew might sponsor us.
I can see that. I can see that.
Also, I need some.
Oh,
I got one. I've just been sitting on.
Yeah, Blue Chew. Yeah, Viagra's fun. It's fun.
With that being said,
roll the die. Roll that D, girl. Let's get it.
That being said, I'm bricked up. Ooh, 20.
Natural 20. See, that's the term you're looking for. Because last time you were trying to like be all D&D, and you're like, oh, because he rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the
I
shit.
spoke very ignorantly.
That right there, you did it. Right there, and it's on camera. All right, you did it.
Yeah, I'm the best at D&D.
Technology
is gonna kill us all.
Maybe that's what I mean. One of my favorite quotes is like, humanity is the genitals of technology. Yeah.
I mean, that's important though. That's an important part.
I mean, we like them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's interesting because I'm ready for it. People don't like cuck trucks, cyber trucks, because they're like self-drive cuck truck. Well, I call it a cuck.
So you don't gotta drive, so you can watch your wife get fucked in the backseat.
Well, think about it. Think about it. Like,
just not driving, looking in the rearview mirror.
Think about it. All right. You buy a truck, and you spend all this money. You saved. You worked hard. You worked hard to buy this truck that you want to drive, but you ain't driving it. You get to watch something else drive your car. It's a cuck truck.
That's way better than my definition of
Yeah, with just somebody paying to self-drive their car so they can watch their wife get fucked in the back seat.
It's a write-off.
That's Tuesday. In the valley, Waymo.
I was like, you're Tuesday.
My wife's getting Waymo dick.
Getting way more satisfaction than from me.
She's way more happy after
I want to kill myself, Waymo.
Waymo sponsor the pod.
Self-drive that car here.
I love technology.
Have you taken a Waymo?
Yeah.
I have not. I've not been in.
They're great
any
when you're
self-driving car.
shit-faced. Oh my god! And
I saw a video of someone.
No, the shitty part about it though is you gotta fucking track it down. Like you gotta find it because like when it comes to like Uber people.
Yeah.
When it comes to people, when it comes to Safe Ride, when it comes to they'll find you, and then there's that person like, okay, I'm right here, I'm in this car, and you're like, okay, we're almost down,
So like
whatever.
anyone could just hop.
But
in a
no,
Waymo.
like you get the app, and you're like, and it's like, oh, we're here, and it's like a fucking vacant parking lot that's like 3 blocks away from where you are, and you guys gotta like.
I've been smoking weed in a parking lot in downtown Phoenix and seeing a Waymo just fucking cruise through the parking lot and make circles.
Technology isn't great. All right, we're getting there. It's good, but they look at us like dumb kids because they got the cool gadgets and shit, you know. But they give us Waymos
Talking about Japan.
and fucking scooters. I'm talking about my buddy and I went to go watch the Cat Williams show in Phoenix, and he was like, and there was all these white guys on scooters. You know, like the Lime scooters,
Yeah.
and this is all downtown Phoenix. And he was like, I really want to ride one of those. We were on acid and we were fucking smoking, you know. and he was just like, oh, I really want to ride on one of those. And I'm like, all right, dude. And he goes, and he's getting the whole thing because then you get to download the app. You gotta like put your card in the whole, and it's gotta get your GPS because it's gotta locate the fucking scooter. And I'm sitting there like telling scalpers, no, I don't need tickets, bro. Like I'm good. While he's trying to fucking get this thing going, and he gets it. He finally gets it right, and he was trying to get 2 scooters for him and I to just scoot around like gay guys, you know, in downtown Phoenix.
And hold hands.
And holding hands while we're doing it and jerking each other off. Like a little scooter jerk. Just a little scooter jerk, you know, a little scoot.
Yeah, who hasn't
little
done
scooting
that?
toot, you know. Scoot
And then
boot,
you take turns speeding
scoot
up and
poop.
slowing down for the stroke.
Yeah,
You don't even gotta
come
do
on,
nothing.
no. You get it. It's just, yes,
I've been there.
guy stuff.
I've been on
Guy
drugs.
So we were just, it was... And then he can't put 2 bikes on it. He can't put 2 scooters.
You have to do the whole.
You gotta do
process
one. And I'm
yourself.
like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna download the app. I'm not gonna fucking put my car.
You're just walking
I was
along
like-
next to him.
I was like, the people they open the doors. Like the lines are going in. I'm not. There's no point for us to do this now.
We can
And
do
he's
it
like-
after.
And he's like, no, I'm gonna do this now. So because he wanted to take because we had the bottle of acid, so he wanted to take another sip. And I was like, all right, well, let's go. We can go back. And he's like, at this point, like I'm walking next to him because he's like, he's on the scooter. And then he was like, this is dumb. So he goes back.
Walking next to him like your girlfriend that your boyfriend couldn't afford to get you a scooter.
I should have got on the back of it and just like hugged him tight. And I'm talking about cuck trucks. And I'm like just whispering in his ear.
And you're wearing the helmet.
Watch
and
the
he's
bumps! Watch the bumps!
This is way
God.
better than 2.
We should have got just the one. We should have stuck with the one. But no,
And I'm done. I'm getting off the scooter. I don't even want to go to the Cat Williams show anymore.
Good night. I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm tired. I have a
So-
headache. I have a meeting in the morning.
So yeah, no, he's like trying to park it back, right? He tries to park the fucking scooter back with all these other fucking dumbass scooters, and then, but the problem is like the GPS couldn't track that he was done and it was parked. So just to cut a long story
Back to
short,
technology.
just to cut it this whole long story short, when we were waiting in line, got a drink in the lobby, waited for the doors to open, going to watch the show.
The cops came.
We're still sitting there. We're still sitting there, and we're in the whatever is it, Chase Field or whatever it's called now, and we're basically waiting for the Cat Williams show, and the whole time he's looking at his phone. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, the scooter's still on.
He's still paying. He's
paying.
He's paying for that
He's
thing.
paying
To this day.
He's like, the scooter's still on.
Dude, and it's a crackhead taking that shit.
Oh my god, dude! And I was cracking up because I was like, "This."
Being on
the
acid,
whole
trying to
time,
figure it out.
the whole show, bro. We were there for like 2 hours.
He missed the whole show. He's just like, "Where is this person going?"
And someone was using this scooter like the town mom. Like everyone had a ride. Dude, oh my god. I was like, man, I feel like this trip just got real expensive for you.
Dude, that shit ended up in a surprise.
Oh man, yeah, it did. But technology is getting to the point where it's like it's starting to fuck with our reality.
Big
You
time.
know? Now, I am on the theory in like a human primal level where like I think we need to get off this rock. Because I like this rock is a spaceship, right? And we're gonna run out of fuel. All right, we got to figure out how we can bounce around like some Star Trek and Star Wars kind of shit.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Yep.
Or Simpsons.
Rest in peace, Scotty.
Put it all. Sad.
Don't beat me up yet, Scotty. He would love that.
Yeah,
he would have loved that. But yeah, him, Planet him,
Sheem.
But yeah, I'm, man, I know I'll never get to see any of that shit because right now we're stuck in the political and millionaire game where it's like we're just corporate slaves.
It's the Hunger Games.
It really is, and I mean, so I don't want to play in that anymore.
Is it that or? Oh no,
Three fingers.
that's Nate. No, it's 2.
No, it's 3. It's 3? Oh, it is Boy Scouts, right? Oh, then it is 2.
Yeah, you should know this. 1 knuckle or 2.
Like that? Is it like that? Like this?
No, it's
Like this? Oh, like that? Oh, okay.
Did you come?
Beep, 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 beep. I'm done.
I got mine. Did you?
That's our technology. That's what these machines are doing. Is that like
they're flicking the bean very uncomfortably.
Exactly. Small town dads. Show.
Small town bean.
So Barstar Events will be having coming to you soon. Soon, it's in the works. But we'll have Small Town Dads a live recording in a bar near you. So you'll have the opportunity to sign up and be a part of the show. We'll have games. We'll ask you questions. We may do show and tell.
We'll make fun of you.
Tat tales. It's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. And it's going to be a real small town. But basically, plugging this all in and having it there, it's going to be it'll be fun. It'll be a different thing. It'll be something that the White Mountains, as far as my knowledge, has never done.
It'll be interesting as hell.
But you'll get to see whether it succeeds or fails.
Live.
Coming to you.
Oh yeah, man. Well, I'm excited for our trip down.
I'm looking forward to that too. I'm really excited to get on a different stage.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You've done it. Just doing it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It really is.
I'm gonna fuck up and forget where I'm at and be like, so I'm a bartender here.
That'd be great, actually. Yeah. Free pool night. And they're like, what the fuck? We have no tables here. No, that'd be great. It's gonna be a good time. Bridges last laugh. 29th. It's gonna be good.
Let's kill it.
All right. That's Small Town Dads. Thank you guys for tuning in. I bet. just some small town dads living in the White Mountains.